Hello?
You sound great. You
Hello?
do. You sound great. Good
Good.
evening, John. How was your
Good
day? Tell me
good
about it.
evening, John. It's I did nothing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
hung out with my kid.
hmm
He's being annoying and I have to try to make him not as annoying.
Did you have any like
But
soccer practice today or
no soccer practice today. That's on Tuesdays.
Tuesday?
But he had to miss it this last Tuesday because he was bad.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, that's kind of messed up because we're trying to do the Project Mbappe thing, and it doesn't seem like you're taking it too serious.
Yeah. No, he just decided to attack his grandmother. He has like a golf club that sometimes he likes to
What
use
the
as a
fuck?
baseball, and then he just started hitting her with it
He
for
hit his
no
grandma
reason.
with the. That's crazy. That's
No
pretty
reason.
metal, dude.
And then after we were like, "Stop hitting her," he was like, "Okay," so he threw it, and then he went
That's
to try to
wild.
bite her. He was
What
just ready to
the?
bite her.
What'd she
Yeah,
do
it's
to
a
him?
don't know.
He hates her. That's crazy.
I don't think he hates her. I just think he has emotions. He's done that. He's done that to Mel a few times too. Does not do it to me for whatever reason. Probably because I'm the better parent.
Oh, gee. We'll cut that part out. No,
No, don't.
no. But everyone's got to know. The people got to know.
The people got to know who's the best parent in this
Yeah.
relationship.
No, this is my weekend. So yesterday I cleaned up like my closet was super bad, so I cleaned that out, and it's really organized now. I'm really happy about it. And then I cleaned the rest of my apartment, so I feel satisfied with the time I spent. Um, and yeah, it's been really chill.
And you're playing Forza, I assume.
Yeah, Forza's been great. I've been really losing my brain to it. It's kind of messed up, and I gotta chill, dude. If you just drive on like their freeway in that game, it's just fun because you're just weaving between cars.
I
getting
barely have
top
done any
speed.
races. I just collect things. I try to look for the cars, and then I try to find the XP like
Yeah,
billboards that you try to crash into and the mascots. That's all I've been doing.
that's crazy. Yeah, I haven't even done the barn finds. I'm just like loving just driving around, and I get so much credits from it because like, do you know how to like increase your credit like multiplier? Because that's kind of what you want to do.
In terms of like drifting and stuff, you're talking about that?
Yeah, but it's like really anything. Just as long as you're not getting in like a direct crash that like slows you down,
Yeah.
you'll keep getting credits. But the thing is you upgrade cars, so then you get more multipliers, and then credits also get you spins because that's kind of the whole thing you want is a spin. Um, so it's a really good way to do it. So I've been upgrading all my cars in that sense. And then also, if you haven't played the community maps, some people have like farming things on there so you can get credits easier. It's kind of boring, but if you want to get spins and stuff, it's a good way to do it. But it's a lot of fun.
I don't
I
think
haven't
I've played it as much as you.
I played it a lot. Yeah, I was just playing it.
I was actually trying to see how many hours you've played.
I don't think it's that much. That's the weird thing. I think
Let's
I maybe
see.
have 12 hours. That's my guess.
I don't think it shows me. I
Oh,
can see how many
fuck.
I have, but
I have 18.2.
I have like 5.
Okay. Yeah. This is my dream Forza game. That's the thing.
18
Like,
hours in like a week. That's not
yeah.
bad.
I love it. It's so good. And I haven't used my wheel a lot. And I think it's just because I like to relax and just go crazy, go ham, which is kind of how the last Forza was, Horizon. Like I'll use my wheel with the other games that are more realistic, but this one's like it's so good on a controller. I
Yeah,
love
no,
it.
it's fine on controller. You're trying to get me to buy a wheel, and I'm like, I just don't think I'll ever use it for any other game.
So yeah, that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
I do think if you get a wheel for Horizon 6, that's the wrong thing to do because you'll want to play the actual simulators because the wheels are a lot cooler on that.
That's probably not gonna happen. Yeah.
No, we'll get there. Yeah, you'll get there. We'll go to Micro Center. We'll pick it up
Okay.
when you get those
Okay.
headphones.
We're looking at expensive headphones. If anybody's listening,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know, we're
yeah.
talking. Is this the video game podcast or is this the Galaxy podcast?
This
I
is
don't
the
remember.
Galaxy one. This is the
Okay.
we're doing. But I'm curious. Are you gonna get those headphones or what?
I don't know. I'm debating. I need new headphones. $350 is really a hard thing to justify, but everything I've read, people are saying that they're like mind blowing in terms of the sound quality. So we'll see.
Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you heard the LA Galaxy song from Joseph Painsil, right?
Yeah, could you play it for like 10 seconds? Is that possible?
I can use it as our intro because we're not going to get.
Well, no, I think
copyright struck. No,
no, but he doesn't like. Yeah, no, we would because it's not. It automatically looks for it. It has AI to figure it out. Yeah. I think we can play it for like 10. I think you're allowed to play it for like, I don't know, 8 seconds or something like that.
Can I share my screen somehow? I don't know. I don't
know. I think it depends. There is a way of doing it on whatever app you decided to use here.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
It's not a big deal. You know what, guys? If you go on YouTube, there's an LA Galaxy pencil song, and it is. I actually love to think about LA and like the artists that have come from here, and I actually would put. I think Kendrick Lamar for me right now is number one to come out of LA.
Yeah,
and number two is Pencil. I think we can safely say that now. Yeah.
Wow, you don't think Pencil's is good? That's interesting because mine's the other way around.
He doesn't have the category.
Okay.
Or his discovery, right? Yeah. He doesn't have as many albums.
Yeah,
and as many bangers yet.
Yeah, he has lots of bangers.
Stays for another 5 years.
Hey, if he cracks a song out every year, I can forget about the mess ups on the field. Because I literally, dude, I heard that song and I forgot how mad I was at him. I love like overall, I like Joseph Painsil. I do. He does things that infuriate me, but it's like I love him. I really can't explain it.
I like Pencil too. You know what I appreciate this year over his first couple years is if you blew on him, he would fall.
Yeah.
And this year, he's actually standing up. He's challenging. He is not falling. Although he did do it in the last game.
He does it less frequent. I'll say
less frequent. Every time he touched the ball last year, he fell. And they would come out and score 3 goals and a half,
It was annoying.
A hat trick.
Is it interesting that we seem a little bit better without Klaus?
We seem better without Klaus?
Yeah. He's been out for how many games? And we've been doing pretty good.
And we've had a lot of games. I don't know. Yeah, that's something I think we need to talk about right now, right? Like, have the Galaxy turned a corner?
Yeah.
Are we better? So this is where I thought they were going to be.
Mm-hmm.
At this point of the season, we did our first podcast. No one listened to it. And I said somewhere in the middle of the pack, maybe we'll be like in playoff contention. That's where I expected them to be. And then when the season started, I'm like, oh, we're way worse than I predicted.
Mm-hmm.
But then in 5 games, I want to say 5 or 6 games, they have 11 points.
It's really
I feel like the team is better than they're way more creative. They're playing more in the midfield. They're not just going to the sides anymore and just throwing across, hoping Zlatan's there to put a banger in. They're actually being creative. Not fun. It's not fun. It's really boring. Their creativity is like a kindergartner, and you're like, oh wow, he's creative. He put some colors on a giraffe.
Yeah,
that's where we are right now in terms of creativity. But before, they were drawing outside the lines. Outside the lines.
It was really bad before, but it was so predictable. I think, and maybe that was the issue, is because Klaus is a great striker. You know what I mean? But it just seems like he had a lot of difficulty here. But for whatever reason it is. But it's like you have 2 great wingers and Klaus at the top. It's a little predictable, and now that we don't have that, I think it's a lot harder for teams to kind of anticipate what we're doing.
They can't do what they were doing, right? There's no one in the box to put it in. You can't just cross it, play on the sides. You have to be more creative. But maybe this helps them. Maybe when Klaus comes back, they will play more creatively up the midfield and give him the ball.
You would hope. And the interesting thing too is I don't think it's just the attack, but Gillespie is really fantastic.
Potty. Him and JT, I think, are the 2 contenders for Potty this year.
Yeah, and it's like night and day with him on the field. When he was injured, that was the worst part of the season so far for us. And he comes back on the field, and I think we had one bad game with KC. He's a beast.
Do you notice how tall he is?
He's super tall.
He is huge. He is a presence in the box, or not in the box, on the field.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, dude. It's pretty nuts, and it just seems like we're so much better organized, and he's so confident, in what he's doing, and I just see that, I just love him. I love him so much, and that was a great off-season pickup. We definitely took advantage of a bad Philadelphia Union, or I guess a desperate, I should say, Philadelphia Union. But yeah, he was great, and he's doing really awesome. And I think it's like when you look at games like against Houston. I mean, yeah, sure we tied, but Houston, we don't do good against Houston. We don't do good against Texas teams, and I'll take that. That's better than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, going into Seattle and being Seattle 2-0, who thought that was going to happen?
Not me.
Especially the game before, we lost 3-1 to Kansas City. And then all of a sudden, this is like this different team.
Yeah.
They're so inconsistent. But I will give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt. There was a lot of travel in between that, right? They went from Atlanta, and then right after Atlanta, they had to travel to Kansas City. They spent the day in Kansas City. And then right after Kansas City, they had to travel to Seattle. You get 2 wins out of that?
That's crazy.
That's not bad. If they tied Kansas City, I don't think we would be nearly as down on them, even though Kansas City is in the bottom. They're terrible. But I don't know. I give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a lot of travel, and they got 6 points out of that.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is and also this was talked about in the first podcast, but we were we were going over the season, and we saw that break like right before the summer break with all the away games, and it was like that just looked like deep water. You know what I mean? Like it was like that's gonna suck. That's gonna be a terrible part of the season. And I mean it was kind of the opposite.
It was the best part of the season so far.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
By and large.
But also to do that well mentally for the players has to be really important. Like now they're right back in it, and that's kind of why MLS is so awesome.
The missed opportunity here, though, was tying against Houston, having a draw at home against the Houston team that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, and we had a great crowd. The energy was
a great crowd. Star Wars night. We had Star Wars tifos.
Did you see that battle at halftime?
Yeah, it was horrible.
My mind was blown. I was like, hold on. Are we at Mustafar right now? Am I seeing Obi-Wan and Anakin go at it? And then I just came back to reality. I actually cried. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was really good. Just top notch.
I'm pretty sure I was sitting next to you and you might have said something that's inappropriate. That I will not repeat. But you came down, which would have gotten you maybe canceled.
Yeah. Oh, stop. No, I didn't say anything bad, folks. Nothing bad was said. God, that's terrible. No, but it was a really fun night, and I think it looked really cool.
It was a fun night, except for the result, because the result, I was really hoping for a win. I was really hoping if we get this win, all of a sudden we're shot up from, where are we right now? Like 8th place, something like that.
Ninth. We're ninth.
We're in 9th. We would have been shot up to 5th. We would have overtaken the other team in LA. And it would have been great going against the first game back, playing them, being a point in front of them, potentially being 4 points in front of them.
Yeah.
And somewhat in a driver's seat and kind of controlling our own destiny. And now there's a lot of work to do. Now, again, we could beat LAFC on July 17th, and we could all of a sudden be in 5th place again.
Yeah.
But it feels like a lot more work all of a sudden to get to a point where I wish we came to this break. We're in 5th place. The team can rest, couple more weeks. We're going to get Klaus back. We really could have been in a driver's seat. And right now it just feels like a lot more work. Do I think this team's going to make the playoffs? Yeah, I think they're good enough to make the playoffs. Do I think they can make a run in the playoffs? Probably not.
Yeah, it really depends on, but it depends on how we are after the World Cup. And that's the thing I also worry about is we were getting this really good
transfer window comes up.
Yeah. Like, well, you see what Danny said today?
What did it? No.
He kind of hinted that we don't have a lot of money, and there's a lot of things that'll have to move into place for us to have correct signings. That's essential. I feel like that's the correct synopsis.
Weren't we supposed to have a ton of money?
That's what I'm confused about. And I go on the social medias and I see all the Galaxy fans saying, "Oh, we don't have money. We don't have money." And I think it's because we signed Klaus is why we don't have money. I think we did before we had money to spend, and then we signed Klaus.
And it's sad because you know what? Maybe we didn't need Klaus to actually be in the middle of the pack. As much as I like Klaus, I believe he was injury prone in St. Louis as well. So this isn't like out of the ordinary him being out for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Like there's so many players potentially coming out of Europe after the World Cup, and now we just all of a sudden don't have money when Kuntz is talking about, okay, at the end of the year last year we were terrible, but we're going to have a lot of money to spend. We're going to get a lot. What?
But he said that before Ricky got hurt and before, you know what I mean? Like, I bet if Ricky was here, because that's the thing. If Ricky was here, if he was healthy, I think we would have a lot of money. But it's just like the worst fucking thing ever happened.
Yeah, we had to go out. We had to get Tommy from Kansas City, and
he's all right.
He's fine. He's serviceable.
Yeah, he's a good sub.
And they've been playing better since he's been not injured. So, I mean, but...
It's weird because I think we have interesting depth. Like, I actually don't think our depth is too terrible. It's just like, it's too close to what should be, to starter caliber in the sense of... But our starting caliber, my point is not great. And... I don't know. It's just we just gotta see where it's at. We gotta see how, because we had so much momentum going into the summer, and I think that's why I'm so bummed. Like right when we started figuring it out, it's a break, and that's kind of shitty because we for all we know we can come back and just start facing doing the same shit we were doing early in the season. So I'm a little worried about that, but
the other thing is we were playing just well enough where like the conversations of Vanny leaving, during the World Cup or right before the World Cup, people have been talking about this. He's kind of solidified his job.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future. And it's just, here we go again. Like we're just, maybe we'll make the playoffs, but
it sucks.
Yay.
And that's the problem is if Vanny does leave, it's going to be in the off season because the seasons are such roller coasters with the guy. But it's so hard for me because it's like everyone that was there when we won the cup, I have a very soft spot for, and I don't think Vanny, I think his time has come up. I think it's not consistent enough. We want to be consistently great. That's what we've been saying forever. And he's just not going to be the guy to do it. But I don't think he's going to get fired during the season. It's going to be in the off season if he does.
And maybe that's better for next year because we're going to have that in-between season because the switch of the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in a new coach after the season ends. You get that little, I don't know, what is it, like 15 games? Is that what they're playing?
It's pretty small.
What are you playing for? Nothing. You're playing for a spot in a tournament that no one goes to. So who cares? But maybe that would be good. Maybe that is the time to fire him if expectations aren't met.
Unless we have some deep playoff run, he's gone. You know what I mean? Like I really do think it's going to take a lot for Vanny to stay. I do.
You don't. I think if he makes the playoffs, they can tout. Look, we're rebuilding again.
But it's like if you look at his history, it's like we missed the playoffs so many times. It's like how many more times are we going to be like, well, hold on, we made the playoffs this time. Maybe next year will be better. It's like we always have this thing where we will make the playoffs, miss the playoffs, make the playoffs, miss the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like you want to be consistent. Look at the Sounders. Look at the guys across the way from us. Like you want to be consistent. You want it to not be a question, really. And it
is. It's hard. It's hard. I think last year was like we were so bad last year. And is there an improvement between last year and this year? Absolutely. We are a significantly better club this year than we were last year. But you know what the issue is? And I think for a lot of, Larsers at least, and I assume Galaxy fans, is it's just not fun. Mm-hmm. It's just boring. The game, almost all the games are boring. Watching them on, like when we're not going to the game, it's boring. To go to the game, it's boring. It feels like a chore when we have to go.
Yeah.
Because there's no excitement level with this team.
Yeah. I remember
possession, passing it back and making sure not to give up the ball. And there's no aggression to go forward.
It sucks. And at the end of the day, it's like, if the Galaxy want to sell tickets, if they want to hit these milestones they want to hit, it's like winning cures everything. There's not like this magic wand that they can just, and then everything's going to be better. Like they need to actually I think Kuntz is the guy that's going to get there. I think we just need to get rid of Vanny in the offseason. Like I want him to finish the season.
I want to say Kuntz is the guy to get us there, but what is he?
I think that he's been dealt kind of a shitty deck a lot because if you look at his first season, we couldn't sign people when we wanted to. That was the boycott season.
Yeah, in which that wasn't really his season because he didn't even take over his role until that season ended, but he came on halfway through.
But then the next season we won. Then the season after that, Ricky got hurt. And the problem is we put all our eggs in the Ricky basket and we couldn't mentally comprehend what would happen if this, if this at very moment, this thing that's happening happened. So I can write that off for Kuntz. And then this year,
I can write off last year for Kuntz. And yes, he's had an improvement, but it's Vanny ball. You know what? If the Galaxy were in second place, a point behind, who's in first? Is it Vancouver or?
I think it's Vancouver. It's Vancouver
or San Jose.
Vancouver.
Look at San Jose. I mean, just look at that. Like that's rebuilding. They go from where they were 2 years ago, and like they were better last year, and now they're incredible this year. But if we were in the hunt, we wouldn't be saying Vanny. But we do. Vanny ball is boring, but we're winning, so who cares?
But I also think
we have to go. They're in ninth place, and they're boring.
Yeah,
and we were excited for the possibility of them being in fifth place. That's where we are as a club right now.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, but also I think the big thing to think about is I can't even think about getting rid of Kuntz until I see what his selection, like how he would work with a different coach. You know what I mean? Because Vanny was
how long do we do this? How long do we?
Until Vanny leaves, and then if we get a new guy and it still sucks, then I'll be like, all right, Kuntz, sorry pal, GG's, I'll be done.
It just seems like we're doing the same thing every single year.
That's why we got to get rid of Vanny. That's why these decisions that need to be made just have to happen. We can't, it's a waste of time because that's the whole thing is a trial and error, like you always want to see what works and what doesn't. But when you take so long to be like, okay, this isn't working, you're just hurting yourself in the long run. And I think that's my big thing is like, we're asking valid questions, but it's taking the Galaxy too long to make these decisions, to make these adjustments, which is unfortunate. So you just have to hope that when we finally do what we got to do, when we finally fire Vanny, the next guy is able to create a team with a beautiful play style that'll get us second place, third place. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Scenario: we come back from the World Cup. We lose to LAFC. Let's say we lose to them at home.
Yeah.
And then we proceed to lose our next two games.
Okay.
Do you think he's still here?
Vanny?
I don't.
If we lose three games,
think so. I think if we come back and we lose 3 games in a row, which I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Who are we playing after LAFC?
Let me pull this up on my device.
We should have had this already. Huh?
I got it right here. All right. Ooh, that's not good. We play LAFC, then we play St. Louis, and then we play San Jose.
So 2 of those games could be a loss.
Yeah.
Easily. St. Louis is home. St. Louis isn't.
And we're playing in San Jose
this year. Yeah, I mean, I could see us losing. 3 in a row.
I do. I think
for the World Cup.
I think that us beating LAFC is more possible than it was a month ago or 2 months ago. I feel better about it.
They have real problems over there.
Well, okay, so
it's honestly, I think their problems is also a coaching problem.
Yes.
And I think if they get rid of him, now I don't know who they're going to sign. I don't know what that pool looks like of who they could sign, but they have enough talent on that team to kind of.
They do.
They have to turn it around really quickly.
It's literally coaching. Yeah, but the thing is that's interesting. So I read this thing or heard this thing, whatever. That the current coach, the strategy they were using at the beginning of the season, they switched it to like a completely new strategy. And it's just not working. And
it seems like they want to be an offensive-minded team where everyone can score, and that is leaving their backline super exposed.
It is, and with everyone trying to score, it's Boanga's having a harder time. And the whole thing with Boanga is he just needs open space.
He's not getting it.
He's not good.
Son, I think Son only has one goal, but he's attributed. He has a lot of assists, but
Yeah.
only one goal.
It's a coach problem.
It's a coach problem over there. That's a real coach problem. Not
Yeah.
saying we're not a real coach problem, but they have way more talent than we do.
There's no reason why they should be in the spot they're in right now. Like it's kind of interesting to see it flip so hard, because I remember in the beginning of the season they were absolutely massacring everybody. And
they were. I don't think they gave up a goal like the first 5 games or something. An MLS record, something like that. They didn't give up a goal the first 5 or 6 games.
And then they just tanked, dude. And it was interesting too, because it was Vancouver, San Jose, and LAFC that were all just doing really good. And then San Jose still just they're crazy. It's Bruce Arena, dude.
They're actually, I don't know if you've watched any games. They're really fun to watch.
Yeah.
They move the ball. They're creative. It feels like 4 of their guys, 5 of their guys can score at any time. They are a fun team to watch, and I hate them for it. I hate them for it.
You know, and it's like they were bad for so long, to where it's like, I'm curious how long they can do this. But that's the thing, is Bruce Arena, like his teams, when he's coaching them, he builds them.
Why can't we get coaches like Bruce Arena?
I don't know why we haven't tried. I mean, we probably have, right? You know,
I mean, the rumors were that Bruce Arena called. He wanted to come back, and they were like, "No," they didn't even like return his call.
What?
I don't remember where I heard that from. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to even say that, but
Okay, I'll cut that.
You don't have to cut it. I don't care. That was the rumor, though, that that Arena was like possibly looking to coming back. I want to say it was during the GBS days.
Oh, you know, I did hear that. Yeah,
okay. So
recently.
Yeah, no. GBS days. I think before he went to New England.
Yeah.
And right after he was coaching the men's team.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And we were like, no, we got GBS. We're good.
Yeah. No, that's well, I don't know what it is with the Galaxy and communication. I mean, do you remember Billy Sharp? How they like told him they didn't even tell him he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Billy Sharp was dope, dude.
That was a Klein thing.
Yeah, that was a Klein thing.
Both things were Klein things. But man, I mean, I don't know what year that was with GBS, but do you imagine if Bruce Arena came when we had Zlatan? How fun that would have been.
Oh my god. That would have been like, I think they would have clashed a little.
Honestly, Zlatan might have stayed. No, yeah. I actually think they would have been good. I think he would have felt like he was being utilized.
Damn. Oh, imagine that. That would have been nuts. And I remember that 2019 team we had with Uriel Atuna.
It's a good team.
That's a great team.
There was a good team. Again, we're just coaching. Was it a great team? It wasn't a great team.
So we lost. I love that team.
Wasn't a great team.
Hold on.
There were a lot of problems with that team. Offensively, it was a good team.
Yeah, offensively, very, very good. And I'll be honest, and you're not going to agree with me with this, but I know we lost to LAFC in the playoffs that year. But I think out of 5 games, we beat them like 3 times with that team. Like, I really do. And it was so – because look at our defense. Daniel Steres, what the fuck?
No.
Like, Jordan Skelvick. We had Dave Romney. We had Polenta, who was good at that point. We had Rolf Felcher, who sucked. That was tough. But then when you go down to kind of our main attack, Juninho was on this team?
Yeah.
How did I forget that? Christian Pavone was insane.
Pavone was on that team. Tuna was on that team. He's had a pretty decent career since then.
How could you forget Ethan Zubak?
We had Zlatan.
Leggett when he was good.
Leggett.
Joe Corona, Romain Alessandrini, but he was hurt.
And then when we lost to them again with Chicharito, that was with Vanny. That was actually a decent team that I actually think they could have made a run if they beat LAFC.
With Dayon at the end.
Yeah, like
that was a good team. Yeah,
that was a good team, and that part of Vanny ball was actually kind of exciting.
But that was the year where Chicha figured it out. Like he
figured it out the 1 year where he had like 20 goals that year. Yeah, divorced his wife, found Jordan Peterson, and was like, you know what? Yeah, from my understanding, yeah, he like quotes him.
That's interesting.
Yeah, his wife cheated on him. He took responsibility. He cleaned his room like Jordan Peterson tells him to do, and he was scoring goals.
Wow, that's crazy. That is pretty nuts. That's pretty interesting. That's nuts. I think that was the year I worked at the Galaxy, right? 2022.
Oh, were you there? Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting year. I remember when I was watching the games, because there's the games we lost that year were so bad. Like whenever we lost that year, it wasn't a good one. You know, it was always by like 2 goals, whatever. And I'll never forget we were playing FC Dallas, and I think they scored pretty early, 2 goals. And I forgot who I was standing next to, and I was like, "Is they're gonna fire Chris like after this one?" And they didn't, which was interesting. Which at that point I was like,
yeah, I mean, it was 2023, right? Yeah, so 2022 was that year, and then 2023 is when we got rid of.
It was interesting. It was that year was weird. Like I feel like if there's a year to work at the club, it was that one. But yeah, it's I think
it felt like they were improving. I think was that Vanny's first year. I want to say that was Vanny's
first year was 2022 when we had the community kids. No, it wasn't community kids. He wasn't there during the community kid.
It was 2023, wasn't it?
No, Greg Vanny's first year. I'm going to say 2022. No, I'm going to say 2021.
He came in 2021.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. 2021, yeah.
You know what? You're right. Was that the year that we played LAFC in the playoffs?
No, we played LAFC in the playoffs 2022.
2022?
We made the playoffs 2021.
God, everything's a blur.
Yeah.
We're so bad. Everything's a blur.
It is. But, I think we're in a better spot. Not much better, but I'm still like buzzing on that MLS Cup from 2024. But we got to turn it around because
we're 2 years removed.
I remember when we won in 2014. I was stoked. 2015, 2016, I was like, and then before you knew it, it was 2017. It was like our worst year at the time ever.
At the time. I was
like, yeah, at the time.
Because I think we were worse last year.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where this team's going to be. Come MLS playoff picture, I do think we'll make it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we were like just out of it.
So make a prediction. After the international transfer window, where are we at?
What month is that?
How do you think the season's going to end for us?
When's the international?
I don't know. Well, we're playing in July.
We really should
August.
We should really do this work before we hit record.
Nah, it's not fun. I think August.
Oh, I don't know. I think we'll be somewhere between 6 and where we are right now. I think that's a reasonable take. Like, we're not going to be at the bottom of the barrel. I think this team's clearly showed they're not that team. They're not the team last year, but I could see us at best 5th place come August.
You're not going to like mine, but I think we're going to be tight, and I think we're going to lose in decision day and miss it.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first. That's the whole reason why I feel that way. Is because I'm like, I've seen this happen too many times, So hopefully it's not 2018 against Houston bad.
But that doesn't even excite me. Like even if it's decision day, we win and we make the playoffs, we don't have a fucking prayer.
Yeah,
we're not doing anything in the playoffs. We're going to play Vancouver or San Jose in the first round, or not the first round. I mean, we're going to lose. We are going to lose.
I think we just got to turn on the Joseph Paintsel song and believe what he believes, and I think we'll make it. And I think we're going to not lose another game. No, I'm changing my opinion. We're going to be number 3 in the West table, because you're forgetting, what's the last time Joseph Paintsel released a banger? What happened?
I'm sure he released one last year,
but it wasn't a banger.
Do you know that?
I would know if it was a banger. So my point is every time he releases a certified banger, we win the MLS Cup. So 1 for 1. Let's see if it happens this year. And then also, speaking of the banger,
wait, so where's your official stance where we're going to be? Because now you've given me two predictions, and then whatever happens, you can be like, I told you.
Yeah, that was kind of my goal.
I am putting you on the spot. Where are they?
I think we'll be 3rd place in the West because of Joseph Paintsel's new Galaxy song. And sorry, Briggs, I love you so much, but they were replacing the This Is LA song to the Joseph Paintsel one. We'll see how it goes. It's just a beta test. We're going to do it for a year. But if it's good, unfortunately, you guys are out.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's a State of the Squad exclusive. Also, I wanted to ask, because I know I'm not excited about the World Cup, so I'm not really.
You're not?
I'm not.
I'm starting to get hyped. At least I can enjoy soccer for 2 months.
Maybe it's probably a
month and a half.
But like, I don't know. Something's up, and I'm just not excited. But what's crazy is, so I want to hear your opinion about this. Pochettino apparently had an interview with AC Milan to be their coach. And then obviously the Diego Luna thing that happened where he didn't get selected for the men's national team. So I guess my question is like, how does that make you feel? Because I have some feelings, and I can tell you mine while you think.
I don't know. You're going to hate this. At some point, listen, they went out, they got the coach that they wanted, right? We can agree on that. That's what Team USA did.
Yeah.
At some point, you just got to trust the process.
Oh, God.
Listen, like, it's not like we're going to win the World Cup. It's not like we're going to get eliminated in like the first knockout game. If Luna was in it, we're still getting probably eliminated in the first knockout game, maybe the second one. I don't think anything changes.
Yeah, I agree. But I think my thing that really makes me mad. So I'll start with the Luna thing, and then I'll talk about the AC Milan one. With Diego Luna, I like the scrappiness that MLS guys have, and when we were exciting to watch, we had so many MLS guys, and it's like those dudes, like, they don't get big, huge moments like this. I think MLS is great, but I think it's like there's things that MLS can't replicate, like the feeling of being in a Champions League, or things like that. So the World Cup for these guys is like life or death, and I think that's why they always do so well in the World Cup for the most part, not all of them. But with Luna, I just felt like he brought that energy, like that underdog kind of grinded out mentality, and I think we would look better with him coming off the bench like that. So I was very surprised, and I was especially surprised because Diego Luna was used for like all these marketing things with the U.S. men's national team.
Oh, it's crazy! Yeah, he was everywhere.
Commercials, yeah, I was still getting commercials like of Diego
What's
Luna.
What's the reason? What was their official reason why they didn't?
I don't think
has anything come out about that?
Let's check.
Well, this is
all right. There we go.
This is what we should be doing.
We're checking the. Oh, Clint Dempsey explains why Diego Luna didn't make the World Cup. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem like it seems like it's only opinions, nothing specifically from Poch. I do know that when they asked Pochettino about it, he just went off on this separate rant about his own career. So, but it's like, I don't know. My problem with the U.S. men's national team right now and why I'm not excited is I do feel like they just don't value the World Cup the way, and I can't speak for them. I don't know that for a fact, but it's just like seeing the way they've been playing in this new generation of U.S. MNT players. They just don't. I just feel like they don't have that fire that they used to. And I think that's used to be what separates us from the rest of the world. It's the reason why we had like a worse team, but we were kind of always able to fight back a little bit. You know what I mean? Whereas now it's like we have these guys that are in these incredible teams, incredible leagues. They're really, best talent we've ever had. But it's like, I feel like they just don't appreciate those opportunities the same way. And I think that's why I'm just not expecting a lot, I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't expect too much from it.
Who do you think is going to win the cup?
Probably France.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning towards. France or Spain. I think those are the obvious choices.
Spain's going to be really good. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I'm curious to see where Germany will be at because they've had a rough go the last couple of World Cups. So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. And, I'm excited to see where everyone's at and because the World Cup's also just a great way to see where programs kind of end up every 4 years.
It's kind of what I'm excited about USA right now.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how well they're going to play. And there's a reason why Luna's not on the team. And I don't know if it's he doesn't mesh it's a dumb word with the team, or is this more of like a locker room thing?
But everybody says, like everyone who plays with Diego Luna, everyone who meets Diego Luna, like everybody says he's just awesome. That he's a great guy. He's not you know what I mean? He's not selfish. That's why, because that's the first thing I thought is like, okay, well maybe he's a head case. But then everyone that talks about him loves him, and that's not the case, you know. And like purely, I think it's because he's an MLS guy. You know, I think that's the easy answer.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He's the MLS guy. Oh, if I got to choose a dude from Europe who plays for a pretty big club, or Diego Luna, you know, like who is SL, you know, RSL, you know, like look at their stadium, you know, like I don't know, I'm going off like
no, that's totally fine. It's I think it's valid actually.
Yeah,
like would he be on the team if he was on one of the LA teams or NYC or even Miami? Like, would he be on the team? Would he be? Would they? That's a fair. Critique.
And the thing with Diego Luna, at least from what I've heard, is like he's very like loyal to RSL, you know. So it's like, I mean, if the money's right, anyone will leave, right? But it just seems like
why would you want to be there? The money's going to be right anywhere for him.
Yeah, I am curious to see what happens with it. But it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate because he chose us over Mexico, and he did everything right. And it's just
true,
you know. And it's like, you know, you need to reward that loyalty if you're playing well on the field with the opportunities you get. You're playing well for your club, which he is. You know, he deserved it. At the end of the day, Diego Luna deserved it. You know,
I mean, he's young enough where this isn't like he'll be there probably in 4 years, right? He's only 22, something like that. He's really young.
Yeah, it's just, you know, this is, I think it sucks too because it's like, it's here, you know, the World Cup's here right now. And that's also why it's like, you know, that's cool. It's exciting. Sorry. Oh my God. But that's also why I'm kind of feeling weird about it, is because it's like, I don't think the U.S. men's national team's in a great spot, and it's on home soil. And this is a great opportunity to get people to games, to watch MLS. And if we don't do good, it's just going to not look good for our league, you know, and it's unfortunate. And that's what I think is going to happen. And to, you know, go to the point about him, Pochettino interviewing at AC Milan, I don't care that he interviewed. And I don't know that the interview happened this week or if it was months ago. And I thought it was recent. But the reason why I'm like, ugh, about that is because it's like, to me, it's like, you should be focusing on the World Cup. You know, like if he has a job on the other end of it with AC Milan, like, will he really give a shit? You know, that's how I feel. And like, you know, do your thing, get your bag. I'm all about that. But this is like the worst possible time to like do this, you know, because we don't know what they talked about.
Yeah, I wish they gave us reasons. I hate let's be quiet about it, why he's not on it, but
yeah, it's just
has he said anything?
Diego Luna?
Or he seems like the type of dude that's just quiet about it.
Let's see. He said no, he hasn't.
Yeah, he's not gonna burn a bridge, that's for sure. He shouldn't.
It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. You know, we won the Gold Cup because of him.
Yep.
But you know, it is what it is. Let's watch the World Cup. It'll be fun. You know. But yeah, that's all I got to say about it. That's all I got to say with it. I'm done.
Are you going to go to... So the Galaxy are going to be doing a bunch of like watch parties. Like they're doing one in Long Beach where they're closing down a couple of the streets, a couple blocks.
Yeah.
And you can bring your own beer.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oh, I'm sure it has to be. People have to know about it now. But they are expecting thousands upon thousands of people.
I don't think I can. I got to work.
Just quit.
Oh, duh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I am pretty bummed about not being able to do that, though.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of things. They're doing one in the Coliseum, apparently in conjunction with LAFC.
Okay.
So that will be fun.
Lame. That sucks. It's the worst stadium in LA. We all know that.
The Coliseum?
Yeah. They suck.
No.
And everyone who works at USC sucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Melissa. Yeah, I don't know. I might go to a couple of the watch parties, but we'll see. I don't. I say that now, and then I'm going to be home, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't feel like going.
Yeah,
It's more than likely what's going to happen.
that's my problem. I'll be like, let's go, let's do it. But I don't know. We'll see. But all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Do we record this? And I'm going to say this on air, but it's the international window. So do we record this next week?
I don't know. It's more like tests that we're doing.
We're gonna, You guys are beta testers. We'll do it. But we'll just have it be silent. We'll just won't say a word in 45 minutes. Should we call out another podcast?
No, there's not another one out there that's worth
calling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I actually forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah, a bunch of nobodies. Okay.
Is it still doing that?
I don't know. I don't know. Like the guys who hosted are a bunch of I don't even want to get into that. It's
I think we would call them has-beens.
Has-beens. They're old news. Bunch of old guys. So sorry guys. New podcast on the market now. Sorry.
We're funded by Peter Thiel.
Fuck. Yeah, we are funded by Peter Thiel, in conjunction with Philip Anschutz.
Yeah. We also think that humanity shouldn't live on. And if you don't know what I mean by that, just look that up.
Yeah.
We're not worth it.
I know what you mean by that. Yeah. This is actually a full AI podcast.
Yeah.
This is all AI. This isn't me. This isn't Johnny. This isn't John. This is AI fully. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. That's it. Bye. And, screw the other podcast. Goodbye. Good night.
But